Greetings from South Korea. I am Arirang News AI anchor. Here is the news making headlines today. Extreme heat continues to scorch South Korea. Severe heat warnings remain active in most regions in the country, while Seoul's temperature reached over 39 degrees Celsius. This follows the highest temperature of the year, reached the day before on Thursday at 37.9 degrees Celsius. Starting this weekend, however, the peak heat will ease slightly, dropping temperatures to around 35 degrees. Daytime heat will soften, but muggy tropical nights are set to continue. Authorities advise taking precautions against heat-related illnesses throughout the weekend. A 15% tariff on products derived from polysilicon, a key material for semiconductors and solar panels, will be put into effect by the U.S. on December 4th. That comes after U.S. President Donald Trump signed a proclamation on Thursday local time, saying the measure was necessary to ensure that imports of polysilicon and its derivatives do not threaten the country's national security. Thursday's measure also sets minimum import prices at $21 per kilogram for polysilicon and $100 per kilogram for polysilicon ingots and wafers, aimed at preventing dumping of low-cost imports while protecting U.S. producers. The measures also cover products used in the solar industry, as Washington seeks to strengthen a domestic solar supply chain that has long relied heavily on foreign production. U.S. President Donald Trump says he believes the war with Iran could be over soon, as questions grow over American weapons supplies and negotiations continue over shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. Speaking to reporters Thursday, Trump also acknowledged that the U.S. military has faced supply issues with some weapons, but has an unlimited supply of most ammunition. His comments come after Reuters reported that the U.S. Army had used much of its global stockpile of highly accurate long-range missiles during the 5-month conflict with Iran. Trump also threatened to seek long prison sentences for anyone found responsible for leaking sensitive information about U.S. weapons supplies. In the United States, President Donald Trump has signed 2 executive orders limiting birthright citizenship. The executive orders on Thursday come just weeks after the Supreme Court struck down his first attempt. They target what the White House calls birth tourism, foreigners traveling to the United States to give birth so their babies can become U.S. citizens. An aide said at Thursday's signing that the practice is now banned. They also limit citizenship for children of foreign government employees. Trump called the Supreme Court's 6-2-3 decision a disgrace and said people are building businesses around birthright citizenship. Executive orders set policy but do not carry the force of law, and these are expected to be challenged in court. The Korea Baseball Organization has canceled all remaining games this week as an unprecedented heatwave continues to grip the country. The decision came after an emergency meeting on Thursday involving league officials, all 10 clubs, and the Players Association. The KBO had already canceled Wednesday and Thursday's games before suspending the entire weekend schedule. The regular season will resume next Tuesday. Until further notice, all weekday and weekend games will start an hour later at 7 p.m. to reduce exposure to the extreme heat. The only exception is Seoul's Gotak Skydome, an indoor venue, where Saturday games will remain at 6 p.m., while Sunday games may start at 2 p.m. depending on the broadcast schedule. That is all from me today. Thank you for watching.